Hey there. So today we're going to be chatting about whether northern Utah or southern Utah would be a better fit for you and your family. And we're going to hop right into it right now. Mariah Curley here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in Utah. If that's of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week I drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time that are looking to move, that are looking to relocate, buy, sell, build a property here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it'd be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Also, if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, G-U-I-D-E, and we'd love to send over that guide to you. This guide basically walks you through just everything you should really know about making a move, relocating here to Utah. So maybe you got a job transfer, maybe you have a family member that moved here, maybe you were driving through and you experienced a little piece of Utah, and now all of a sudden you're like, Mariah, I can't shake it. I've been thinking about making a move to Utah. Well, you're in good company. It doesn't feel like that long ago. My family and I made a move here to Utah, and it has been honestly the absolute best fit for us. I know it's not for everybody, but for us, it has been a phenomenal fit. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk through southern Utah, northern Utah, and we're going to do a little bit of comparison with the two. And this way you'll be able to figure out which one might be a better fit for you. So let's hop into southern Utah. So many people love southern Utah. People like southern Utah because of the red rock. They like the mild climate. They like the outdoor activities that you can do all year long. And winter, spring, summer, fall, I mean, all year long, people are out golfing, people are out hiking, people are out biking, people are out, just adventuring all the time here in St. George. And so in southern Utah, a lot of people love that you can have a very active lifestyle all year long. They also like that it is a more mild climate that you're going to experience in some of, in more northern Utah. So the climate tends to be a little bit more mild in southern Utah. Also, people like that it's a smaller town. You're going, St. George is about 100,000 people in and around St. George. You've got St. George, which is the 5th largest city. And you also, if you go outside of St. George, you've got Washington, you've got Hurricane, some of those different surrounding areas, but it is going to be a much smaller, smaller town, smaller city than you're going to experience in Salt Lake. Some people love that it is smaller. Also, cost of living here in southern Utah tends to be less than it is up in northern Utah, especially Salt Lake City. So if you are looking, cost of living, southern Utah tends to be less. Also, if you go to Cedar City, which is about 45 minutes north of St. George, Utah, the cost of living in Cedar City is even less than it is in and around St. George. So cost of living, outdoor activities, quality of life, slower pace of life, a little bit smaller cities and towns you're going to experience here in St. George. Now let's chat about some of the reasons that people love northern Utah. And this is specifically Salt Lake City and the surrounding areas of Salt Lake City. Some people love Salt Lake City and in and around it because there are 4 very, very distinct seasons. Yes, the 4 distinct seasons. You've got winter, which you are going to have a lot of snow. Depending on where you are living in and around Salt Lake City too, you're going to either see a lot more or a lot less. The higher up the elevation you go, the more snow you are going to see. You're going to have more snow out in Park City. In the Heber Valley, it's going to be lower temperature. It's going to be a little bit cooler in the summer. It's going to be a little bit cooler in the winter time because of that elevation. So you are going to see 4 distinct seasons. You're going to have a beautiful fall. The trees are so pretty. You're going to have a spring with the tulips blooming everywhere, and it's very, very distinct. Summer is going to be hot and dry. It does cool down in the evening time, but just know that you will experience 4 very different distinct seasons. Also, if you like the snow, I've had so many people that have reached out. They're like, Mariah, I love the snow. I can't wait to get skiing. I can't wait to have my family skiing and us doing that together. Northern Utah in and around Salt Lake, there are 12 ski resorts. Yes, 12 in and around. And so most of them are really, really easily accessible as well. So if you want, the distinct seasons and you want to be close to snow, Salt Lake City has all of that. Also, the job market in Salt Lake City, there are a lot more job opportunities in and around Salt Lake City. Same thing goes for housing. There are more housing options that you are going to see in Salt Lake too. North of Salt Lake, south of Salt Lake, east, west, where there are a lot of different options in and around Salt Lake, just simply because it's a larger city too. And that northern area, as opposed to the southern area, there's just going to be more options, more to choose from there than there will be in southern Utah. There's also going to be more of a cultural scene and more of a nightlife scene. If you're looking for that, northern Utah may be a better fit for you in and around that Salt Lake City area. Just more diversity, more different shops, more restaurants, more, all of that you're going to see there, as opposed to southern Utah. So let's do a quick little breakdown of the comparison of southern Utah versus northern Utah, and let's hop into that right now. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the climate. In southern Utah, you're going to have more of a moderate climate. Northern Utah, you are going to have more of those 4 distinct seasons. Cost of living, southern Utah is going to tend to be a little bit less than you will experience in northern Utah. When we're talking about outdoor recreation, it's pretty comparable. There are so many outdoor recreational activities, both in southern Utah, but also in northern Utah as well. Hiking, biking, you're going to see more skiing in and around northern Utah than you will in southern Utah, though, just simply because more snow, all of that. So cost of living, like I said, is going to be less in southern Utah typically than it will be in northern Utah, but both family-friendly areas, both quality of life many people love. So hopefully this gives you an idea of some of those comparisons. And like I always say, plan a trip out here. If you're on the fence and thinking, I don't know, plan a trip. Spend time in northern Utah, spend time in southern Utah. Hopefully it'll give you an idea of which one might be the better fit for you. And again, if you are thinking about making a move, relocating, buying, selling, building a property here in Utah, my team and I help people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. And if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, and we'll send that over to you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.